Hey everybody, I'm Patricia. I'm going to be walking you through my 60-minute Vinyasa flow sequence. Now, just a few months ago, I was certified as a yoga teacher, 200-hour training. And I have to be honest with you, the training was great. I had an amazing experience. But when I walked into that first class to teach, I realized there was so much that I did not know how to do. So part of this video is going to be sharing with you just kind of like my think aloud strategies that I've learned a lot of trial and error so that you can walk onto the mat and teach your first class and be successful. So we'll go ahead and get started, and I'm going to be going you through the entire 60-minute sequence. Feel free to either go through the sequence or watch it and take some notes. You have your questions, leave them in the comments. And I'm also going to be sharing a link to my playlist that I use. In this particular sequence, I will be cueing modifications. So it's really important, even if you don't need to use a modification, because you're a yoga teacher, you're modeling how to do that because everyone comes in and they're at really different levels. Another fun strategy that I learned from a mentor teacher is that before I say anything, I actually say it in my head and then I say it out loud. When I started teaching, I found that I was like rushing really fast through each posture. And so by even just saying what I want to say next in my head, it allows me to slow down. Remember, yoga is all about breath and movement. So holding chair pose for 5 breaths is exactly what you want to be doing, right? Part of it is just strength building. The other part is postures. So a good rule of thumb that I have learned is that I actually count 5 breaths while I'm holding each of the poses. I like to model, but I also like to walk around the classroom while I'm teaching. And you do what works best for you. So just to cue you again, that 1 breath is a inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like I'm already in the flow, like closing my eyes. But Vinyasa tends to be faster than Hatha. So remember, if you're showing up to sub a class, you know whether it's a Vinyasa class or a Hatha class, a gentle flow or restorative, very different kinds of yoga. So in this Vinyasa flow, which is 1 breath, 1 movement, when I'm doing Sun A and Sun B, I'll be modeling how to get into the pose so it won't be exactly 1 breath. It'll be 3 breaths. And then when we do the sequence again, that's when I pair it with that 1 breath, 1 movement. All right, so we're going to get started. The most important thing you need is your blocks, your mat, and let's just do it. We always start yoga classes with meditation. So I'm going to invite you to find a comfortable position on your mat. Your feet can be crossed, your chest is lifted, hands can be up, facing up, or on your knees. And we're going to start our meditation with a box breath method. So the box breath method, if you can imagine the face of a box, 4 sides, we're going to inhale for 4, and then we'll hold our breath for 4. Exhale for 4, hold the breath for 4, hold that, and then inhale again. So we do that sequence about 5 minutes. I'm not going to do the entire 5 minutes today, but again, you want to just, another piece of teaching a yoga class is just sequencing out your time. So you can pair your time with songs. That's a good cue. I always wear my Apple Watch. So I'm aware of the time, and that will really help you when you just get started teaching. So in a comfortable position, we'll begin our meditation. Think about what intention you want to bring into your practice today. Maybe it's having some gratitude for showing up today, doing some self-care, just feeling grateful for everything that you have and that you took the time to connect your breath with your body and feel fully present on the mat today. We'll inhale for the count of 4. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. And hold for 4. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. One more round on your own. Bring your hands to your heart. Remind yourself of your intention. Seating position. Kick your legs out and come into all fours on your mat. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Tops of your feet are down. Wrists are stacked with your shoulders. Knees stacked with your hips. Inhale as you drop your belly. Look up. Chest up. Inhale. Exhale as you round, tucking your tailbone, arching your spine. Inhale to drop your belly, look up, cow pose. Exhale to round. Inhale to lift, drop, look up. Exhale, round. Do a few more rounds on your own, inhaling and exhaling. Listening for that ujjayi breath in the back of your throat. Connecting your breath with your movement. Come back to a neutral spine. Inhale, raise your right hand up towards the ceiling. Rotating the wrist in one direction and then the other. And exhale as you bring your hand all the way across, threading the needle. Right side of your face touches the mat. Left hand can be by your side or you can extend it in front of you. Breathing. Slowly make your way out, raising your right hand up and then placing it down on the mat. Inhale, raise your left hand up, rotating your wrist in one direction and then the other. And exhale as you bring your left hand all the way across. Left side of your face touches the mat. Right hand stretches all the way towards the top of your mat, threading the needle on the left side. Slowly make your way out. Inhale your left hand up. Exhale, bring it down. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Bring your big toes together. Bring your knees towards the sides of the mat. And slowly walking your sit bones all the way back into child's pose. Inviting your breath into your practice. Feel your hands stretching towards the top of the mat. Slowly walking all the way up, back to our tabletop. From a tabletop position here, tops of the feet pressed onto the mat. Inhale as you extend your right foot back. Extend your left hand forward, coming into bird dog. Bring your left hand down, kick your left leg out, and reach your right hand all the way up. Stay here, or if you'd like to grab the front of your right foot, feeling a nice deep stretch here. Slowly make your way back to tabletop. And now we'll do the opposite side. Extend your left foot all the way back. Reach your right hand forward. Feet can be flexed. Hand can be reaching forward. Bring your right hand down. Kick your right foot out, coming into a modified side plank. Stay here. Or if you'd like to reach back, grabbing the top of your left foot. Getting a stretch here. Opening your chest. Your gaze can go upward. And remember, we're holding each of our stretches for 5 breaths. So if you're wondering how I'm counting in my head, counting 1 breath, 1 inhale and exhale is 1 breath. And slowly make your way back to tabletop. Beautiful. From tabletop, go ahead and tuck your toes. Lift your knees. And holding beast mode. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hips all the way up. Bringing your heels down towards the mat. Coming into downward facing dog. Press your hands firmly into the mat. Your spine is long, your neck is long. Shoulders are rotated out. Go ahead and walk the dog, bending one leg, then the other. As you inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, raise your right leg all the way up into 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, rotating your hip out and doing some hip circles here. Going in one direction and then the other. And you can stay here. Or if you would like to flip your dog or wild thing, go ahead and bring your right foot outside of your mat, lifting up. So I gave the option to either stay or flip the dog for an additional stretch. If you're in flip dog, come back to tabletop. Come back to down dog. Bring your foot down. We're going to do the opposite side. So lifting your left leg up, opening on the hip, bending your knee, and doing some hip circles in one direction and then the other. Doing a flip dog if you like, or staying with your hip circles. Coming back to down dog. Taking your time. And slowly walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Staying here in ragdoll. You can grab opposite elbows. Swaying back to forth. Feeling your head melting towards your chest. And slowly rolling up, all the way up into mountain pose. We'll now begin the flow part of our sequence. Come to the top of your mat, feet firmly pressed into the mat, chest open, palms facing towards the front. Lift your kneecaps, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale as you lift your hands overhead. Stretching your torso, lifting your hands up, upward salute. Exhale as you hinge at your hips, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins, spine straight. Exhale, bring your hands back, step your foot back, come into high plank. In high plank, hold, core is engaged, hands firmly pressed into the mat. And slowly come down to your knees, tops of your feet, your chest, and then your chin. Inhale, halfway lift, low cobra. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up to tabletop. Tuck your toes, lift your hips high, downward facing dog. Breathe. So we went to knees, chest, chin, which is one modification. You can also just lower all the way down. And now we'll do chaturanga. So on your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of your mat, and travel to the top of your mat. You can step, you can walk, or jump. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, bring your hands all the way up, stretching up, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, hands up, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up, hands on shins. Exhale, travel to the back of your mat, knees, chest, chin, or lower halfway, hands by your side. And then inhale up, tops your feet down, thighs lifted, up dog. Tabletop, or exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, bend your knees, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, hands all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, travel to the back of your mat. Chaturanga, knees, chest, chin. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. So I do this sequence 3 times. On the 3rd round, we stay for 5 breaths. So inhale and exhale is 1 breath. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Exhale as you travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, come all the way up, upward salute. Exhale, Tadasana. So we just did Sun A, and the goal here is just to warm up our body. Notice that we went through the basic sequence, warming up our body, and now we can add on different levels of intensity. We'll do that by coming into Sun B. So come to the top of your mat. Feet can be together, thighs together or slightly apart. Engage your core, lift your knees. As you inhale, sit back into an invisible chair as you bring your hands up by your ears, stretching your hands forward, and hold this pose. Chair pose. Exhale, hands come to heart, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shin, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back and your left foot back. Exhale, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Here I'm adding in a bit of a core sequence. So inhale, raise your right foot up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right across, right knee, left elbow, hold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, raise. And exhale, bring your right knee all the way through, come into a high lunge. In high lunge, your arms are extended, your hips are facing forward. And again, this is our first sequence, so we hold each pose, allowing our body to get into alignment. Bring your back foot down, parallel with your front foot, and open your chest towards the side of the room. Gaze forward, Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, straighten your front leg, extend your hands up. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Bring your front forearm down towards your front leg. Reach your back arm towards the top of the mat. Extended side angle. Rotating your chin towards your inner arm. Engage your sides. Torso's long. And exhale as you bring your back hand towards your back leg, stretching your front arm back. Reverse warrior. Our first back bend of the class. Bring your gaze upward. Feeling a stretch in the sides. And bring both hands towards the top of your mat. Bring your front foot towards the back, and we'll go through our flow. Chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Breathe. On your next inhale, raise your left leg. And exhale, bring your left knee towards your right elbow. Inhale, raise. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, raise. And exhale, bring your left knee all the way up and come up into a high lunge. Hips are facing forward. Hands are engaged. Feeling a stretch in the back of our legs, our glutes. And exhale, bring your back foot down, open up to the side. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Gaze is forward, arms extended, one straight line. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Hands come up, exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Bring your front arm down, forearm down, and reach your back arm towards the top of your mat. Extended side angle. Feeling your core engaged, not sagging into the position, but lifting our core up. Stretching our front hand forward. And reach your top arm towards your back leg. Reach back with your forearm. Reverse warrior. Place both hands towards the top of your mat. Go through your flow. Bring your front foot back. Lower all the way down or halfway. Chaturanga. Inhale for low cobra or up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Take a moment to notice what feels different. Maybe your heels are feeling closer to the mat. Your spine feels longer. On your next inhale, bend your knees, look towards the top of the mat, and exhale as you travel to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on shins. Exhale, fold. And inhale, sit back into that chair pose. Core engaged, look up. Exhale, come up to Tadasana. Okay, so that was one round. Now we're doing the Vinyasa with one breath, one movement. Coming to the top of your mat in mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, sit back to chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, travel to the back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, right elbow, left knee, right knee, left elbow. Inhale, raise. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Inhale, raise. And exhale, come all the way through into a high lunge. Breathe. Take a deep inhale. And exhale, open up, Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Gaze is forward. Inhale to straighten. Exhale to bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Bring your top forearm down. Reach across. Extended side angle. Stay here or bring the top arm behind your back and reach your bent arm underneath and take a wrap. If you're in a wrap, please come back. Reverse warrior. And then go through your flow. Placing both hands towards the top. Chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, raise. Left elbow, left knee. Inhale, raise. And exhale, come all the way through. High lunge on our left side. Raise up. Deep inhale. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, extend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, extend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, extend. Front arm toward forearm down, reach across. Extended side angle. Stay here or bring your top arm down your backside. Reach your bent arm underneath. Taking a bind. Gaze is upward. If you're in a bind, slowly come back to extended side angle. Reverse warrior. And then go through your flow, placing both hands towards the top of your mat. Chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. Exhale, push back. Downward facing dog. Taking that deep inhale. And a loud audible exhale. Inhale, bend your knees. Look towards the top. Travel. Top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit back into chair. Gaze is upward. Exhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. One more round, sun B. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Travel to the back of your mat. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, right elbow, left elbow, right knee. Inhale, raise. Exhale, right elbow, right knee. Inhale, raise. And exhale, come all the way through into a high lunge. Exhale, open up. Warrior two. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Extended side angle. Wrap or stay here. Yogi's choice. And exhale, bring your top arm down. Reverse warrior. You can always take a bind here as well. Place both hands towards the top of your mat, going through our flow. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale for up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, raise your left leg. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale, raise. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, raise. And exhale, come all the way through into a high lunge. Deep inhale. And exhale, open upward to inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Bring your top arm down. Reach across, extended side angle. Stay here or take a wrap. Back to extended side angle. Reverse warrior. And going through our flow. Tilt forward all the way into a high plank. We'll do some core work here. Holding in our high plank for 1 moment, 1 minute, 1 lifetime. Halfway through. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down on your knees, your chest, and your chin. Woo! Come back up to a tabletop position. And we'll take a wide-legged child's pose here. So bring your knees towards the sides of the mat. Big toes together. And sit all the way back. Sit your sit bones all the way back into a child's pose. Take 5 breaths here on your own. Get some water when you're ready, and we'll meet at the top of our mat in mountain pose. All right, so in mountain pose, we've gone through the basic flow, which was 30 minutes, and now we're going through our standing sequence. So I'm pretending this is the top of my mat, but I'm just facing this way so y'all can see. We are going to start here at the top of our mat in mountain pose, feet firmly pressed into our mat. Inhale and bring your hands all the way up. Exhale as you bring your right elbow underneath your left. So my hands are crossed. Bring your forearms up and your palms touching. Eagle pose. From here, inhale as you sit all the way back into our chair pose. Stay here or find something in the room that you can gaze at, and you're going to bring your right foot up and over your left thigh. Leg can be kicked out like a kickstand, or squeezing your thighs together, bringing our left toes behind our bringing our right toes behind our left calf. Chest can be up. 5 breaths here. If you fall out, come back in. Breathe. After your 5th breath, come out. Whew. Shake your hands. Nice deep stretch in our shoulder blades, forearms getting a good workout here. And we're going to do the same thing on the left side. Inhale, hands go up. Exhale, bring your left elbow underneath your right, crossing your arms here, forearms together, palms touching or reaching towards each other, doesn't matter. Inhale to lift up your chest. Come into that chair pose. Stay here or find something in the room to stare at, your drishti, and bring your left leg up and over. Exhale to come out. Beautiful. From here, we are going to bring our left knee all the way up towards our chest. Another balancing pose. Find something. If you fall out, no biggie. I'm actually on a mat and a carpet. Flex your toes. Driving that knee towards your chest, standing on one leg. Stay here or go ahead and bring your left hand towards your hip. With your right hand, kick your leg out. We'll do a twist here. Ooh, it felt good. The option also of having a strap or just staying with your knee driving into your chest. It's a balance pose. So now we'll do the opposite side. Engage your left leg. Bring your right knee up towards your chest. Find something in the room that you can stare at. Stay here or with your left hand, grab the outside of your right foot and kick out. Slowly make your way out. Beautiful. Another standing pose that you can do. I like to mix it up, depending on time, of course. Try to spend about 10 minutes on our standing poses. Tree pose. So imagine that your left leg is one single solid tree trunk. A couple of choices here. You can bring the insole of your right foot up towards your ankle. Notice that I'm balancing here, okay? There's no weight here on my right foot. I can bring it up towards my calf, or I can place it on my inner thigh, avoiding placing that foot pressing on my knee. Hands can come to prayer or extend your branches into tree. Yogis, come out when you're ready. We'll move into the opposite side. So engaging our right leg, one solid tree trunk. Take your choice. One side of your body may be a little bit different than the other. Another modification is if using a wall. So that helps with balance. And if you're working with older adults, it's always a good option. Or if someone is on their flow, their balance may be off. So just advising people, just be mindful of where you're at. In yoga, we have nothing to prove to anybody. It's just really a practice for ourselves. Of course, I always encourage people to play and explore and have fun, but do that in a way that's safe. Okay, so we did 3 balancing poses. From here, bring your feet, pointing your toes to the corners of your mat. We're going to come into Malasana. Another option here is using your block and placing it underneath your sit bones. So inhale, lifting your chest, and exhale, come sitting all the way down. You can place a block here or bring it up higher. Elbows are on the inner thighs here. Some people may have a hard time getting into this pose and their heels may be up. So the other option might be if their heels are up, you can just have them put a block under each heel. Good exercise for the pelvic floor. Working our pelvic floor, engaging our core. Again, each of our poses, we're holding for 5 breaths. You don't really need to tell people that when you're going through the poses. I like to just have a quiet space for people to just listen to the music and relax. From here, the option of going into a crow pose, which I think is a good choice. So with the crow pose, you're going to place both hands firmly pressed into the ground. My elbows are still tucked underneath my knees. Hands can be a V shape, equilateral. You're making almost like an equilateral triangle here. And slowly coming up with both legs. Balancing on a wrist. Another option, if people have a hard time getting up, is to use the second block, placing that extra block underneath your heels here. Again, we're making our equilateral triangle with our block. So that brings up the sit bones a little bit more. And you can even have people use the block to put their head. Rest in their head. Ooh. It's fun to do a little play, but I actually do love crow because I spend a lot of time on the computer strengthening my wrist. Okay, from crow, place your hands down, slowly roll all the way up. We're going to do a triangle pose and some side stretching here in our standing sequence. Option of using a block for triangle, which I actually love and encourage people to do. Get a deeper stretch without sinking into the pose too much. So have your block on the right corner of your mat. And inhale, step your right foot all the way back. Come into a high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior 2. Grab that block. Straighten your front leg. And stretch your front arm all the way forward to tilt and place your left hand towards your calf. Reaching your top arm up, stretching your chin up towards your shoulder blade, and making sure that we're not sinking into this pose here, but lifting up. So from triangle, bend your front leg, slowly tilt up into warrior 2, and then bring your front foot parallel with your back foot. So heels are in one straight line, and we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Your hands can be on your hips. You can use a block if you like to put your head on it, Or you can bring your hands behind your back and slowly hinging at your hips, forward fold. Place your hands down on the mat and walk your hands towards the back of the mat, scooting your back leg back, and come into a side lunge, the back of your mat, skandasana. Hands can be at prayer, or if it feels more comfortable for you, you can have your hands on your block, lifting your chest up, or on the mat, yogi's choice. Walk your hands towards the front of the mat. We're going to do a side lunge on the front of our mat, skandasana. And place your hands down, walking your hands towards the front of the mat. And bringing your back foot up towards the front of your mat. Or you can have people go through the flow. Sometimes I do that depending on where we're at. Coming all the way up into mountain pose. So time is always your biggest thing when you're in a yoga class, 60-minute class. So cut, modify. I could have added in a flow here if I needed, but I was like, I don't want to run under, You don't want to leave your class early. Okay, left side. Inhale, bring your left leg all the way back, come up into a high lunge. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Have that block ready if you need it, or if you want to just try with the block. Again, I like to model how to use the block. That's my job as a teacher, is modeling. Straighten your front leg, reaching all the way forward. Slowly tick-tock your hands down like a clock. Placing the block down towards your inner calf. You can either be a high or low setting on where you need. So if you're not using a block, your palm is going to be touching your inner calf. And you're going to be bringing your chin up to your shoulder. Looking up. And bend your front knee. Come back up into a word two. Front foot is parallel. So one straight line with our back foot. Into that wide-legged forward fold again. Yogi's choice. If you have some people that want to do a headstand, this is also a good posture to come into headstand. So inhale, lifting your chest, and exhale, hinging at our hips, forward fold. So the headstand you could do here. You could even do headstand prep. Having people lift their back heels and trying to come up. It's kind of fun to play. Bring your hands down and walk your hands towards the back foot here, sitting into your back hip, side lunge, skandasana at the back of our mat. Hands can be at prayer, or you can bring your hands in a bind position here, wrapping your left arm around your left leg, right arm behind you, gaze can go upward. Place your hands down, walking towards the front of your mat. Side lunge here. You may notice that one side's a little bit easier than the other. Place your hands down, walk your hands towards the front of the mat, and bring your front foot all the way back into that high lunge, lowering down onto our forearms for a forearm plank, engaging our core, tilting our heels forward, feeling our abs really working, with the option of coming down to your knees at any time as we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Tops of your feet down. Chin can come down. And inhale, lift up into a low cobra. Exhale, let it go. Bring the tops of your heels up, facing the ceiling. Spread your knees a little bit wider here. We're going to come into a bow pose. This is a good place if you have a strap to use that as a modification. Bring the strap behind, in front of your feet, tops of your feet. Or if it's in your reach, grabbing the tops of the feet. Inhale as you kick up, lifting your chest up, looking up. And exhale, let go. Come back up to tabletop, kick your legs up to the side, and we'll come into a staff pose. Feet stretched out in front of us. Use a block if you want a nice deeper stretch here. And just scoot your glutes back a little bit here, pushing your chest forward. With the block in your hand or without, inhale, lift up, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, and the blocks to your side. And go ahead, come all the way down onto your back. We'll start with a figure 4. So with your knees bent, bring your right leg up and over so that your ankle is crossing your left knee. Stay here, or lift up your left leg, grabbing either behind your left thigh or for a deeper stretch in front of your left calf. Pushing that knee towards your shoulder blade, making sure that your tailbone is pushing down into the mat, so you're not lifting up here, but pushing down, getting a deeper stretch. Slowly bring your left foot all the way down. Bring your right foot all the way across. And then with your left leg, go ahead and grab that right knee and take a supine twist. Another good option here for the block, placing it underneath your knee. And just taking a nice gentle twist here. Bring your gaze towards your right side. Making sure that both of your shoulder blades are firmly pressed into the mat. Inhale back up. Bring your right foot down, and then go ahead and take your left foot up and over your right leg. So your ankle is touching your right knee or the top of your right thigh. Inhale, lifting up your right leg, grabbing either the back of your thigh or the front of your right calf, driving your knee towards your shoulder blade. Just showing up to breathe. That's all you need to do here is just to breathe. Slowly bring your right foot down and then taking a twist. So bringing your left leg all the way over your right knee. You can take that block and place it as you take a twist towards the right side. And again, with the block, you have the option. If your knee doesn't go down super low, you can put it up a little bit higher. Or you don't have to use the block. Looking towards the left, feeling a nice twist in our lower back. Slowly rising back up. Go ahead and hug your knees to your chest, lifting your chin and your head up. And then grabbing the outside of your feet, coming into happy baby as you drive your knees down towards the mat. Making sure you're pushing your tailbone down into the mat. Bring the soles of your feet together and slowly bring your feet all the way down into a bound angle pose. And slowly start to extend your feet all the way towards the corners of your mat. Coming into our final pose, corpse pose, Shavasana. Just letting it all go. As you take in all the benefits of this practice. Feeling completely relaxed. Completely one with your body and your breath. Go ahead and reach your arms up overhead. Start to wiggle your fingers. Move your toes, taking a deep stretch, feeling all the work of today's practice. As you slowly come to one side of your mat, walking your hands gently up and finding yourself in a seated position on your mat. Keeping your eyes closed. Take a deep inhale and an exhale. The light in me sees the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you for joining me for this 60-minute flow. I hope you liked my sequence. And let me know in the comments what you'd like to see next time too. Don't forget to check out my playlist on Spotify. And if you like this video and you want to see more, let me know, like and subscribe. And see you next time.